guess what? There's lots happening in the summer. Humans, right? We love to do all of these things, but humans and pets, as much as I like to think I was like my dog, I am a human, my dog is a dog. It's important to take care of your four-legged friends in the heat. Summers get hot, we know. We just got through a really warm stretch. So to help us keep our furry friends safe and happy all summer long, let's bring in Dr. Amy Attas, the founder of City Pets and author of the book, Pets in the City. It's great to see you again.
It's wonderful to be here.
And you're meeting Al.
Hey.
We're having a little coffee clutch. Okay, so, and you guys have met?
Yes, of course. And of course, I've met Remy, and she's a beautiful dog with lovely disposition.
Don't you think?
Well, it's just really important for people to know that you can get beautiful, wonderful dogs as rescues.
That's right.
That's true.
Yep. That's right. That's right. So, Amy, the last time you were here, you told us stories about treating dogs. You were the doctor for the dogs of some well-heeled folks like Joan Rivers and Cher. Today, we're talking about everyone's dogs and how we can keep them safe and healthy in the summer. So let's start with the heat. What do we need to know?
Well, let's start with July 4th, because of course it happens in July. And what can we guarantee on July 4th? That it's going to be hot and humid.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a holiday where we tend to celebrate with our friends and family outdoors, and we go outdoors prepared. We wear hats and sunglasses and sunscreen,
Right.
and our dogs go outdoors in fur coats. So we really need to think like dogs to keep them safer. Don't let them sit in the sunshine. Put them under an umbrella. If you see that they're getting really, really hot, cool them down with water or bring them inside.
Sure.
Right? Heat and humidity can cause heat stroke, an elevated body temperature, and they get really sick from that, and it can cause organ damage, and dogs even die from this.
Oh,
so
my
take
goodness.
this really, really seriously and protect your dogs from excessive heat.
I have a question, because my dog used to love to sit in the sun, and I would remember I would see him on the deck and say, oh my gosh, he's so hot. And my partner would say, he's going to know when he's had enough. And sure enough, he would go inside, or he'd find the shade. Is this
I'm
innate?
not sure I agree with your partner. He'll know when he's had too much, but he doesn't know when he's had enough. You
Okay.
make that decision. I promise you, you're smarter than a dog in this regard.
Oh, thank goodness.
Keep them cool.
Yeah.
You talked about the summers being the summering, but how about, it's full of barbecues and cookouts. What foods should I be feeding my dog during the summer in the hot weather?
Well, barbecues are inherently dangerous. We start cooking, you have that wonderful aroma of the steak and the hamburger grilling.
And in
trust
come
me,
the puppies.
it smells so much better
Yes.
than dry dog food.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they're excited, and we've had dogs actually jump up on barbecues to steal something, and that's a burn danger, and then of course the food that they're eating isn't healthy for them.
Right.
Red meat is richer than what they're used to eating, and it can cause stomach upset and even pancreatitis.
Ooh.
And then the other things that we eat at barbecues, corn on the cob is so dangerous because we put butter on it, and butter is too rich. And it turns out that the cob is just a little bit bigger than the opening of the intestinal tract.
Oh.
So these are choke hazards and also intestinal blockage hazards. And in order to get the corn cob out of there, it's an expensive and difficult surgery. So just be careful that your
Mindful
dogs
of the
don't
food.
steal food.
And then what about,
Is alcohol off the list?
Alcohol is definitely
Alcohol is 100% off the list. It is not cute to have your dog have a sip of beer.
Right.
And the other thing we have to warn our guests about, if you're not finished with your alcohol, don't leave the cup on the ground.
Right.
Dogs are hot, they're thirsty. It's very inviting
drink
to
it,
drink
right.
some beer, and it is toxic for them.
And then, of course, July 4th also brings fireworks. Any words of wisdom?
I have a lot of words of wisdom. I love July 4th, but it's not an animal-friendly holiday. And it even upsets our pets who live indoors, because you know that there are rogue fireworks going on for the few days beforehand, and that really ramps up animals. The sound, the lights, even the smell of the explosive, it gets their fight or flight response going. They want to run. So we have instances where even indoor pets and cats are so stressed that they'll run out an open door.
Oh my gosh.
So just be really careful with your pets. And what do you do on July 4th? you leave your pets home.
Right.
You don't take them with you to a fireworks display. And if you have a history of a pet being really nervous on July 4th, find a room in the house that's comfortable. I prefer a room without windows. I even love bathrooms for this sort of thing. And make it known to your pet in advance, put a radio inside, and start cranking up the volume a little bit so that they're listening to some loud ambient noise and maybe drowning out
The
some
sound
of the
fireworks
fireworks.
and all the revelry.
And also, if your pet has a history of being afraid of the fireworks, speak to your veterinarian. There are over-the-counter medications that you can give to calm them down. And for some dogs who are really stressed, we use prescription medication.
Got it. Now, I also heard that during fireworks and 4th of July, dogs get lost because they run because they're scared. What advice do you give those who lost a dog or may lose a dog to help find it?
Okay, first of all, every pet should be microchipped.
Microchipped.
A microchip is a tiny little celastic bead. It's given by injection between the pet's shoulder blades. It's not a LoJack. You can't go searching for your pet looking for the microchip. But when a pet is found, every group that finds pets, whether police departments or fire departments or animal shelters, we can scan that pet and get the number,
things
and
much
then
easier.
pets are registered.
Okay.
So
Oh
we
my
can
gosh.
return them very, very quickly. I had a patient, I actually write about her in my book, whose family knew that she was afraid of fireworks. So they didn't go to a fireworks display. They were out in the Hamptons. They had the dog on a leash on their porch, and the dog was so frightened, it tore off
took
the
off.
leash and took off. But it was
But
microchipped,
she had the dog
and we
in
got
mind.
her right back.
Chock full of
so
information.
cool.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Dr. Amy, Mike, Remy. Oh my gosh. Listen, if you want to hear, Dr. Amy's got a lot of stories. Vet to the Stars. Pick up a copy of her book, Pets and the City, True Tales of a Manhattan House Call Veterinarian.